Yo, I want to talk about sacred silence and why it's so important. You know, I feel like there's so many things like calling for our attention, especially technology. Our phones, the TVs, whatever, and then different apps and social media and stuff through news, politics, propaganda, cultural, societal norms that we possibly don't agree with, music, messaging, a lot of stuff promoting fear, um, and a lot of stuff, especially technology. I mean, is designed to call your attention and to get it. Like with endless scrolling. And like I said, the things that appeal to your emotions to make you feel things, and which a lot of it is fear, uncertainty, doubt, whatever, or FUD. That's a term they call it. And I feel like sacred silence allows you to call your energy, call your attention back to yourself. Because I feel like so many things are like, how to put it? A lot of things, I feel like we live in a world where a lot of stuff is on the offensive against us. Not like offensive as in like oh you offended me, I'm insulted. No, I mean like offense as in like offense and defense, almost like in the sport. Um, like there's like plans to target you, to target people, to get your attention. Like I said, the way things are designed and things to appeal to your emotions, to feel something. Even with AI and stuff, they can create a fake scenario, um, a fake alien invasion or something, a fake, or even just invasion on another country or whatever, um, to make it seem like it's something that it's not. Oh, we under attack, y'all. Da, 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 whole time is completely fabricated. Ain't nothing going on that's what it's saying. You feel me? So, but these fake things can elicit real emotions and to get you to um, feel a certain way, to think a certain way, live in fear, whatever. So, and it's like kind of bringing it back to the thing about I was saying about like offense, like kind of things being offensive. Things are on the offensive against us. Um, like imagine I don't know, you in a basketball game, or imagine you just or football, whatever, and you are on defense, whatever. Imagine not knowing the offense is on the offensive. They're making moves, they're passing the ball, and they shooting, whatever, and they boom, they just scored a three. And you like, wait, what happened? Like, or they got a fast break. You didn't even realize it. It's like, yo, get your head in the game. You got to be aware of the shit that's going on. You feel me? That's kind of how I feel with this. Is like being aware of all the different ways, or as many ways as you can, of how we're being targeted. Um, and I don't think it's just one single grand agenda. It could be, but I think it's just different things, different ways. People have different agendas, different purposes of doing things. I feel like I'm being real general. I want to give like a specific example, but um, well, actually, I kind of did give an example with the AI thing. That's just one of them, but um, it's like, but also it's like once you are aware of it, then it's like, okay, what do you do? What can you do to prevent um, something from moving you emotionally? Maybe in the AI case, it's like, okay, now that I'm aware that there are things like this that can be used to evoke emotions within me, it's something that's not even true. It's a psyop. That's an example of a psyop. The example I gave, psychological operation, psyop. It's like now that I'm aware of it, what can I do to protect myself, to be on the defensive? You know, now that I know the offense is moving, they got social media, they got apps and stuff. Oh, now they got um, um, freaking, what was it? The AI on Twitter is now, it's so advanced now that it can literally undress people. It's not even quotation mark. Literally, it's literally undressing people, which is crazy and dangerous for people. That's just one of so many examples. But it's like now that you're aware of things, it's like, you know what? Now that I know this is what's going on, I know now I want to make a defensive plan. Now when I go out into the world, when I observe things, when I'm on social media, whatever, I'm going to treat things with skepticism. I'm not just going to believe everything I say. I'm not just going to believe or comment or like whatever just because everybody else is doing it. You know, or this thing has thousands of likes or whatever. So many times on YouTube, I don't know if you ever hear that. It's a loud ass motorcycle. So many times on YouTube, yo, the amount of bots that's on YouTube now, yo, is crazy. And even just on social media, the amount of like fake profile, like AI influencers, whatever, and people not even realizing it, it's like, yo. And it be getting me sometimes. Even for me, knowing that a lot of stuff is fake. Like I was just listening to this this AI choir group. It kind of like Afro beats. It sounded good, but I kind of had a feeling about it because I think I did look it up before and I couldn't find like an actual like page, like a group of the choir. But then, but I like the music. But then like recently, I was like, oh snap, it is AI generated. Once I actually looked up, it was like an article or something, I forget. So it was charting like the top AI charting whatever in this country, whatever. I was like, yo, like that's crazy because it sound good. It really do sound good. Like these songs and stuff. The choir or whatever I heard, it's like Afro beats. So it be getting me even though I'm aware of it. So just imagine for the average person, a lot of stuff is fake. Oh, this what I was saying on YouTube. There's so much stuff that's like it be like comments. And I could tell it's a fake comment or whatever, or I just click on it. It'll be a comment that have like hundreds of likes or whatever, thousands and I click on it, and it's a profile created like a day ago, or like 3 days ago, or even now like a year ago, sometimes even more than that. But I can tell, yeah, you can just tell it's AI because it's like the comment and then the comments under it seem like generic. So people calling it like AI slop, and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, half the time, or however many times on social media, you could be arguing with a freaking bot, somebody who's not even real, somebody who got you in your feelings, whatever. Whole time it's an AI, and that can be used. Like now, I feel like we're getting into like we already in a new type of kind of like warfare because we're in like a new age, more and more technology. A lot of stuff I feel like it's been around for a minute. It's just anyway. That point I was making is that can be used as operations on people to attack people, to sway public opinion, you know, like a whole bunch of stuff, man. And it's fake. It's crazy. Like I said, it's like fake stuff can have real effects on you. So anyway, I feel like I spent a lot of time talking about that. But yeah, I was just saying, right, the whole point of this video was talking about sacred silence. Sacred silence allows you to sit with yourself, you know, to have time to yourself away from all the bull crap of the world, and allows you to discern what is your own thoughts versus what are emotions or thoughts you gained or adopted from some bullcrap, from social media, stuff that's not even fake, or it could just be stuff that you don't agree with, but it's like you could have adopted something that somebody said or whatever, but once you actually think about it, it's like, wait, I don't agree with this. This thought didn't come from me. I just saw it and kind of adapted it for my own because I thought it was true, or it was what everybody else was saying, so I just went with it. It's like, no, like think for yourself. That's the main point of what I'm saying. Critical thinking is extremely important. It's getting more and more and more and more and more and more and more important, yo. I'm telling you. To the point where you have to be defensive with this, like as far as like just your attention and your energy. Like you have the purpose. You don't gotta do nothing. You don't gotta do nothing what I say. But if you resonate with what I'm saying it's important and beneficial to sit with yourself, to have those moments of silence, sacred silence, however it looks for you. It could be going for a walk. It could be actually sitting down and meditating, or just sitting down and just chilling. Sitting under a tree, sitting in the sun. Not on your phone or whatever. Or just chilling, you know? You could be talking with people. However it looks for you. But let me get to my point I was saying. Like I said, it allows you to ask, does this resonate with me, or is it just something I adopted? Also, it's like, who are you without all the noise? You know, without your profile, without the likes, the comments, the beefs, the drama, the entertainment. It's like, what do I resonate with? And I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of stuff there's a lot of good entertainment out there. Believe me. And I'm not saying entertainment is bad. Like I'm not saying all this stuff is you shouldn't do none of it. I'm like I said, you shouldn't do whatever you want. I'm just giving you my opinion, my perspective. Cause I love me some drama. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, them little, what you call it? Not The Bachelor, but like those dating shows, yo. They be spicy now. They be have some good drama and stuff. But too much of anything is bad for you. So that's all I'm saying. Is just protect your mind and be balanced. But a lot of times the protection starts with being aware of what is possibly harmful, you know, or what is attacking you, or what is drawing your attention, is taking your attention and energy away from you, you know. And also for me, I find that when I sit in sacred silence, my inner voice is a lot clearer. Like when I'm sitting in silence, that's when I get the most messages from God, from the Most High. Like, so I just breathe, think about things. And that's the thing with sitting in silence, and as well as meditation, in my opinion, you don't have to go into it with an intention necessarily. I feel like that could be helpful. Definitely. There's times I definitely do that myself. But also there's times I literally just sit for the sake of sitting. I just sit in silence for the sake of being in silence. To me especially, it's when like I've been on my phone for a while or whatever, I've been watching this, and it's like, you know what? Let me put the phone down. I'm not even doing anything. Like I'm not putting my phone down necessarily to do anything. Like I'm not getting up, I'm not going to use the bathroom, I'm not going somewhere else, I'm not reading whatever. I'm literally just putting my phone down and just thinking. I don't know, cause let me know if y'all feel this, but it just be like, I'll just be on my phone and be like, yo, like I've been spending way too much time. Like it's like I've been spending too much time on this. It's like my attention is kind of like being siphoned in this phone or whatever. It's like, you know what? Let me just put the phone down. Like, just think. Let me listen to the birds chirping right now. Let me listen to the sounds of the city. Let me listen to these dogs running across the grass. People having fun, laughing, playing. Let me look up at the clouds. Or if there's no clouds, let me look up at this blue sky right now. It's beautiful. Let me look at this sun about to set. You know? Let me get back to nature. You know. So I think one of my last points I had on here was just kind of saying that I kind of look at it as spiritual maintenance. Just like how you bathe every day, you groom yourself every day. Having this time for silence every day, I feel like is a part of maintaining your well-being. Because when you're on your phone all the time, scrolling, liking, laughing, looking at entertaining stuff, TV shows or whatever, YouTube, which I myself find myself getting into that hole, that loop, or that cycle, just being on the phone for a while. You know, I like I said, even for me, I'm aware of it, and I still find myself succumbing to these loops of just feeding into social media, or just technology, which also I want to say, these corporations and higher ups benefit from that. They benefit from you having scattered focus, or you spending your attention on videos on devices. Because I think of at least two different ways. One is because you are less this little dog. One, because you one is because, oh no, you good. one is what was it? What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. It was a cute dog. Dang. My fault. One is that the more attention you spend on these corporations' apps, other people's apps and stuff, the more money they get through ads and revenue. They get more engagement, more views, and more traffic to their sites, which means more money. And then two, it's like it's like you yourself, it's like bringing your attention away from yourself. Like, I kind of think of this as I'm gonna just say the example, and then if it work. If it don't, it don't. But I think of like a magic trick of like a magician or a hypnotist or whatever. It's like a big part of magic is directing people's attention, directing people's focus to where, like, you ever see those things, all the time, like the magicians, like on the street, whatever, they be pickpocketing, whatever. Like they'll stand like behind the person, and they'll put their hand on their shoulder, and like ha ha ha, like they'll like make a joke, and ha ha ha. But the whole time they got their hand on their wrist like this. Whole time they doing their thing, and then they do something. It's like, oh, look at that. And then in that movement, from pointing at something, they look at something, but in that movement, it's so masked by them shifting the person's focus to something else, that the person only realize that they're taking their watch away from them. It's like you're shifting the person's awareness, because like if you're focused on that, you're not focused on this, so anyway, in that way, yeah, I think that worked. Yeah, so I thought of it. In that way, that's how they also benefit from you spending your attention, you giving attention to all these different things, to where they got you focused on one thing and they're doing something else. That's a basic social engineering tactic, or like a social or a media tactic. So yeah, man, I just wanted to say that. I don't know if that was the best way to explain it. I know personally I wasn't fully focused. My attention wasn't fully focused on this, but hey, I'll try my best here, and I want y'all to try your best as well to, like I said, how do I put it? Guard your attention. Do your best to guard your attention, because if you don't, it is so easy for it to be taken through technology, on a phone all day, looking at this, looking at that, watching TV, on your computer, on a tablet, all the time. That's not in a constructive way. Because the technology itself is not bad. No, it's a tool. But if you're using it just to consume and consume and consume and consume and consume and consume, like, what time do you have for yourself, to think for yourself? You know, what attention are you giving yourself? You know? So, there's a lot more I could say on that, but yeah, that's all for now. Peace.